Hello everyone and welcome to the next sports science video. Today I'm going to be talking about improving time management skills. I'm going to cover a few topics, just give you a few tips on how to do this. So first thing I'm going to talk about is to-do lists. To-do lists are a really great way to keep organised and improve time management. So what I would recommend with a to-do list is each evening before you go to bed, write down everything you want to do for the next day. So not only does this mean when you wake up the next day, you know exactly what jobs need doing and you can crack on straight away. It also means you don't have that feeling when you go to bed of, oh my gosh, I've got so much to do tomorrow. What if I forget this? What if I forget that? Because everything's written down for you to follow the next day. So as I said, as soon as you wake up, you can look at the tasks you've got to do, you can start ticking them off and cracking on with your day. A tip for to-do lists is to write them in order of priority. It can be quite easy to write down all the really small jobs. So for example, something like making your bed, even having breakfast, tick them off and actually you miss out all the really important jobs. So try and avoid, obviously do put smaller jobs in there because it can help keep you motivated and it's nice to see things get ticked off, but do put the really important jobs, the priority ones, at the top of the list, get them done first, and then move on to the smaller jobs. It just means that then you don't get to the end of the day and realise you've run out of time and you haven't done this massive important task that needs doing. So as I said, to-do lists, write them the day before and put them in order of priority so you always get the important jobs done first. Next thing's preparation. So it sounds really simple, but preparing in advance is one of the best ways to improve your time management skills. However, it's something that actually a lot of people forget to do. So preparing in advance, well, obviously it saves time and it means that on a day when you're really busy, there's less rushing around, less chance of forgetting something. So putting this into a day-to-day scenario. So for example, it's a school day. So kids have school, parents have work, and then you know you've got training in the evening. So a good way to prepare, for example, the small things, is to do them the night before. So if you have morning training, something which I do myself when I know I've got to try and fit something in before going to uni, I will actually prep my breakfast the night before. So I'll put my cereal in a bowl, put some cling film over it, make a fruit salad, put that in the fridge. Then as soon as I wake up, I know I can crack on with breakfast straight away, no wasting time in the morning making breakfast. Another small thing you can do is make lunch the night before. So if you are, going to school, going to work, make your lunch the day before, then you can literally grab it as you're leaving the house. You don't have to worry about waking up earlier or trying to squeeze it in the morning. Another good thing to do is to pack your school bag, work bag, and also your training bag the night before. So put everything you're going to need into it. Again, maybe have a checklist so you don't forget anything. And then also, if you know you're going to be going in the car, for example, to training straight after school, put your kit bag in your car. And then there's no chance of you forgetting it because we've had quite a few swimmers who've either forgotten a piece of kit or their whole kit bag, and parents have had to rush home and go get it. So as I say, try and pack it the night before, and then if you know you're going in the car, put it in the car so you don't have to worry about collecting it after school. It's all there ready to go, and it will save you time and just save you rushing about. Then also, when you've got time, maybe one evening if you don't have training or time at the weekend. So this is more for older athletes or parents. But what you can do is prep meals. So do batch cooking. So for example, let's say spaghetti bolognese. You can make up the bolognese mix. You can make several portions of it into different pots, put them in the freezer. Then what you can do is when you know you need them the next day, you can either take them out to defrost the night before, or you can even in the microwave do it from frozen. And again, that's a really good way of saving time on meals because you literally, it's all cooked. You can just grab it out of the freezer either the night before or on the day, heat it up, and you're ready to go. So those are really good ways how preparation can help you save time, both small preparation and big ones at the weekend. So for example, batch cooking meals. Next thing's procrastination. So I think it's fair enough to say we're all probably guilty of procrastinating from time to time. I know I definitely am. I've done things where I should be doing jobs or should be doing uni work and I've sat on my phone instead or watched TV. So I think it's important that we address this one. So simply put, procrastination is the action of delaying something. So as I said, a lot of us do that. We don't get on with something straight away. We distract ourselves doing something else if we don't want to do something. And overall, procrastinating leads to a massive amount of wasted time. So, for example, you might go on your phone and think, oh, I'll only be 10 minutes on my phone. And then you end up being 2 hours on it. And as I say, it's easy to do. You read a story, you see what your friends have put up, and you just keep scrolling. So I think some tips for procrastination. First thing, start off fresh in the morning. So if you're one of those people who your alarm goes off in the morning and you snooze it, goes off 5 minutes later, you snooze it again. If you're one of those people, put your alarm on the other side of the room. So you get up and the alarm goes in the morning, and then you have to actually get out of bed to turn the alarm off. You can't just roll over and switch off. So that's quite a good tip for those who, really need like a kickstart in the morning to actually get out of bed. So just put your alarm other side of the room so you actually have to get up and turn it off. Then you're out of bed and you can then get on with your day rather than lying around for ages. Also, if you are, for example, on your phone in bed in the morning, it can be quite easy to, as soon as you wake up, turn your phone on and scroll through social media, see what's been put up overnight, see if any you've got any messages from your friends. Again, try and save this till after you've got your morning jobs done. So try and wake up, go have your breakfast, brush your teeth, and then maybe if you're a passenger in the car on the way to training, for example, use that time to go on your phone then. If not, then maybe set aside 5 minutes. But as I say, after you've got your jobs done first, don't just lie in bed on your phone for ages scrolling. Then some other things to do is when you're, for example, if you're doing homework, revising, or you just have some sort of job to do, keep distractions in another room. So for example, when I'm revising at uni, I will put all my, so like my mobile phone, any tablets, laptops, anything that could distract me, I put it in a completely different room on silent. So then I'm completely set on my task and I won't be distracted by my phone lighting up or a noise. And then I can be in the zone and actually get on without having an excuse of being distracted. But then also when you are, so if you have put all your distractions in the other room and you are getting on with the task, make sure you do allow breaks though. So for example, again, let's go with the studying example. Do an hour of solid studying and then set aside 15 minutes to completely relax and take your mind off it. Because if not, what you might find is if you overwork yourself for too long, you might then want to procrastinate because you're losing focus. So do allow those breaks in between. But as I say, just don't start off with the distractions. Start off with the work, then have a break, then get back to it. Final thing, it's important that you don't actually take on too much. So obviously do be helpful and do get your jobs done. Anything that's important, get it done. But if, for example, you've had a really busy week at school, you've got loads of homework from every teacher, every topic, and then maybe a friend asks you, oh, can you help me? Maybe help them with their homework, or can you help me design this for another friend or something? And basically you have someone ask you to do another job. Even though it can be really hard to say no, sometimes you need to learn when it is the right time to say no. So if you find that you are a very helpful and kind person and you do always or often take on a lot of jobs for other people, maybe you need to take a step back and be like, have I actually got time to do my own jobs as well as doing all these other ones? If you have, great, that's brilliant. Continue helping other people out. But if you've got a really important project coming up, really important assignment, and you're running out of time and people are asking you to do things, you say, okay, yes, I'll do it. Yes, I'll do it. And then you miss out on getting, your top mark or something because you haven't had time to do it. That's when you need to learn to say no. So as I say, this is when something like a to-do list, again, linking back, can actually really help because you have your task written down. And then if someone asks you to do something else, you can look at your list and think, have I realistically got time to fit this in as well? If you have, as I said, great, do it, help someone out. If not, then maybe just say, look, I'd love to help you, but right now I can't. Maybe at the end of the week I can. And again, just make sure you don't get too busy and don't book up your own schedule. So prioritize yourself if you do have important work going on, and make sure you can tick off your important and essential jobs first before doing others. This doesn't mean you can't do small things though. So for example, if parents ask to help unload the dishwasher, help set the table, that is fine. That's not going to take up too much of your time. It's just the really big jobs. If someone else asks you, then maybe that's when you need to say, hold on, I'm just doing my own thing first. When I've got this done, I'll then help you. So hopefully those few tips are enough to help you improve your time management skills a bit. Hopefully, as I said, so hopefully that will help you out. If you do have any further questions or comments on this, or you have any of your own suggestions which you want to put forward to help people, then please feel free to comment on this video, or you can email in to gcscquestions@gmail.com. Thank you all for watching, and Ellen will be back next Monday and I'll be back next Wednesday. Bye.